I just had a crash. Last episode, 27 minutes. I had a crash then, and that's why I'm going to do a large episode, because it's not fair with all the articles I had. I'm gonna do right now a large recycling from the whole week in 47 minutes. I'm going to free Mursi here because it's a promise, it's a Jew promise. No, I'm not a Jew, but go Mursi, free. Run Mursi, run for your life. Did you saw how they run? Well, those are my dogs. Is a promise I made to them. They have one chance to not get, I want some advice from Jew people. I'm not supporting the genocide of Palestinians. I'm just saying that Jew people, they look like they have been more successful, more responsible about life. We live in a capitalist world. Jews champion capitalism, and I'm not sure about what I'm saying. Maybe I'm a kid, just like Rui Pimenta says. Maybe I am a kid, but the fact is, we live in a capitalist world, and Jews just champion it. And maybe Zionism is the problem, but the question is, somehow, I guess, I was thinking about all this Palestinian conflict, the Palestinian question, and I had this awkward thought that in which Jews Zionism is communism, because capitalism, because look, in my opinion, as I'm always saying, capitalism controls the world. Capitalism, we live in a capitalist world. So, and I don't remember all the details of Marxism, but Marx, a Jew, he thought that when capitalism it will be fully developed, when capitalism is full developed, then we will have communism, and by that time capitalism will be a progressive force. So what Palestinians and other people offer to the world, they are just another people, like Mapuche people. They are suffering, but what is their view of life, of the whole world? What will be the Mapuche way of life for the world? I guess there's not. It's kind of, I'm not sure if they are male chauvinists, if they have a patriarchy. But the fact is, I guess Jews, they specialize in whatever options they had, like capitalism, understand? So they are very important in capitalism, I guess. Tomorrow I will read a Portuguese news, a Portuguese article about this. But by now, I'm going to read some news from Cgtn from 2 days ago, May 24. Xinje. Why are port development and marine ecological restoration pivotal? This is an opinion from Cgtn. Cgtn from China, a huge partner from you people, a huge partner from capitalism. Anyway, we have a photograph here from Xi Jinping. Look, Xi Jinping, President Xi Jinping, also General Secretary of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, visits Rihao port in Rihao, East China's Shandong province. Editor note: Xin Yi, a special commentator on current affairs for Cgtn, is a research fellow at the Institute of Public Policy and Governance, Shanghai University of Finance and Economics, SUFE. Anyway, and an associate professor at the School of Public Economics and Administration, SUFE. The article reflects the author's opinion and do not necessarily the views of Cgtn. Xi Jinping looks like Hitler in that photograph, isn't it? He looks like Hitler. Anyway, on May 22, Chinese President Xi Jinping, also General Secretary of the Communist Party of China, CPC, Central Committee, embarked on an inspection tour of Rihao, a coastal city in East China's Shandong province. During the visit to Rihao port and a coastal greenway, he learned about the local progress in promoting small and sustainable port development, expanding the economic opening up, enhancing marine ecological restoration, and improving people's livelihoods. You know, in my crash right now, 10 minutes ago, I fall with this very cell phone I'm recording with to the ground, but I guess it's working, you know. It's a Huawei cell phone. Well done, Huawei. Thank you. This is not the first time that President Xi has inspected a city with a port, but why is Rihao port important? In April 2017, while speaking with the dog workers at Tieshan port in Guangxi, he cited roads first, then prosperity, adding that in coastal areas, ports must be built first if you want prosperity. In January 2019, during his inspection in Tianjin, he stressed that the economy is the top priority in developing a country, and to achieve economic progress, building transportation infrastructure comes first. Further reinforcing this view, in March 2020, during his visit to Ningbo Shousan port, he stated that ports are fundamental and pivotal facilities serving as critical supports for economic growth. Rihao port, under operation since 1986, has evolved into a vital global hub for the transshipment of energy and bulk raw materials. The port, together with Qingdao port, Yantai port, and Bohai Bay port, formed the Shandong Port Group, CO, I guess company, limited, years ago, whose cargo throughput exceeded 1.7 billion metric tons in 2023, making it the largest in the world. During his visit to Rihao port, he was apprised of significant advancements in smart and green port initiatives. Rihao port, recognized as a national model for intelligent and sustainable bulk cargo handling, boasts the world's first fully automated quasi-open container terminal. This innovation has increased its single machine efficiency by 50% and reduced annual carbon emissions by over 9,700 tons. Additionally, Rijao Port features a fully automated terminal with independent intellectual property rights, having successfully navigated numerous global technical challenges. Moreover, strategically, the port serves as a keynote for the new Eurasian land bridge and an important hub for the Belt and Road Initiative (BRI). The second leg of the Rijao tour took him to a coastal greenway, where he observed local efforts in coastal ecological protection and restoration, aimed at enhancing residents' quality of life. As early as July 2013, during a collective study session of the Central Political Bureau of the CPC, he emphasized the need to integrate marine ecological civilization into ocean development planning, balancing development with protection, pollution prevention, and ecological restoration. He highlighted the urgency of formulating a coastal protection and utilization plan. Well, this news is kind of boring because it's just policies, state policies, but looks fine. The 28-kilometer long coastal greenway in Rijao City. Look. Looks like Brazil sometimes in some places. Anyway, skipping this news, just to the next one. Global Trade and Investment Promotion Summit 2024 calls for economic recovery and collaboration. This is from Economy, May 13. This is a pretty old news, but I'm gonna read it, I guess. I'm gonna read something. The Beijing initiative of the 2024 Global Trade and Investment Promotion Summit was released on Monday in Beijing. The initiative called on accelerating world economic recovery through the WTO-centered multilateral trading system and maintaining the stability and smooth flow of industrial and supply chains through strengthening industrial specialization and collaboration. My dogs are there. I guess they are stinky now. But this is a promise, you know. They have the right to get very stinky one day a week. This is nice, but I hope they are not getting stinky, you know. But and then I'm going to shower them. They don't like to take a shower, so I hope someday they will stop getting stinky, but who knows. My dogs are so free. With the theme of mutual trust and cooperation, navigating through profound changes, the summit was organized by the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, CCPIT. Representatives from both trade and investment promotion agencies and business communities reached a series of consensus following extensive discussions. And that's it, you know, this is not a great news. It's just what governments do. And 6 NATO member states to create drone wall for border protection. Europe, May 25th, Cgtn is not so critical, but a Polish border guard watches from the observation tower at the Polish-Ukrainian border in the Medica crossing, Subcarpathian region in the southeast of Poland, March 30, 2024. Six countries of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, will set up a drone wall to protect their borders. The Ukrainian news outlet European Pravda reported on Saturday. Pravda. The three Baltic states, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, as well as Poland, Finland, and Norway, will join the initiative, according to the report. This is a completely new thing, a drone wall stretching from Norway to Poland, and the goal is to use drones and other technologies to protect our borders. Lithuanian Interior Minister Agne Bilotaite has said. Under the initiative, the participating countries will use unnamed aerial vehicles to monitor their border areas. They will also deploy anti-drone systems to protect their borders from drones, which could be used by hostile countries for smuggling and provocations, according to the initiative. This for source Xinhua news agency. So that's Norway. I don't know. Norway is not the perfect country, but I still want to move there. But it's not a perfect country. They are super Atlanticists, I guess. They're against Russia, isn't it? And Finland too. So sad, but for these two countries I'm interested in. China-Europe freight train trips surpass 90,000. May 25, China, Cgtn. A train bound for Poland's Malasewice departs from Xi'an, the capital city of Northwest China's Shanxi province, May 25, 2024. A train bound for Poland's. So we have a train. We can take a train from China to Poland. A train fully loaded with diverse goods departed from Xi'an, the capital city of Northwest China's Shanxi province, on Saturday morning, bound for Malasewice, Poland, marking a significant milestone as the total number of China-Europe freight train trips surpassed 90,000. To date, China-Europe freight trains have transported more than 8.7 million 20 food equivalent unit (TEU) containers of goods valued at $380 billion, according to China State Railway Group Co. Limit. I'm not sure if this is from since prehistoric times to date. Anyway, this is from the beginning of the railway, I guess. Yeah, from 2016 to 2023, the annual number of China-Europe freight train trips surged from 1,702 to over 17,000. The value of goods transported by this service skyrocketed from $8 billion in 2016 to $56.7 billion in 2023. The kinds of goods transported via the China-Europe freight trains have expanded from IT products such as laptops and printers at the beginning to over 50,000 different types, including clothing and footwear, automobiles and parts, daily necessities, food, timber, furniture, chemicals, and machinery. Since 2023, an increasing number of Chinese-made tech-intensive green trio products, lithium-ion batteries, photovoltaic products, and new energy vehicles have been transported through the China-Europe freight train service, reflecting strong market demand, said China State Railway Group CO Limited. So far, the China-Euro freight trains have reached this freight word is this. Look, freight. Freight trains have reached 223 cities in 25 European countries and over 100 cities in 11 Asian countries, with the service network covering almost the entire Asian continent, it added. This was from Xinhua News Agency. So yeah, China is doing very well. Explainer: why does one China principle matter? This I guess this show is all this episode. It was all about Cgtn, isn't it? But in the end, I have Al Jazeera. I have some articles from Al Jazeera. China, May 25, 2024, Cgtn. Explainer: why does one China principle matter? This is all the conflict about. This is the whole conflict of Taiwan. The Taipei 101 skyscraper in Taipei, Southeast Asia's Taiwan. Anyway, following the inaugural speech by Taiwan region's new leader, Lai Ching-te, on May 20, governments, political parties, and international organizations worldwide wasted time to reiterate their adherence to the One China principle and their firm opposition to the Taiwan independence agenda. Nauru, which resumed diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China (PRC) on January 24, immediately issued a statement to show their support for One China principle and reunification of China. It stated that Nauru recognizes that there is but one China in the world, with the government of the PRC as the sole government representing the whole of China. Honduras, which formally established official diplomatic relations with the PCR on March 26, 2023, also reiterated its commitment to the One China principle, with its foreign minister Eduardo Enrique Reina Garcia telling Cgtn in a recent interview that the island of Taiwan is an inseparable part of China and that the Taiwan question is China's internal affair. What's more, the United Nations also reaffirmed its adherence to the One China principle on Thursday, saying Taiwan is a province of China. What exactly is the One China principle, and why is the One China principle so important? Here are some facts you should know. Yeah, it's great because I have my own opinions. You know, I think I don't know. People should do whatever they want. You know, if Taipei they want to do another country, why not? You know, yeah. I guess like Singaporean people say they are Chinese too. Why Singapore? They don't want to be part of China because they are doing better. You know, I guess. I don't know. But that's the question. What makes a country? We are gonna find out now. But you know, if a bunch of Chinese people they just travel to Chile or Brazil or anywhere and they want to be China, you know, they want to live under Chinese rule, why they should not fight for a new territory overseas? That's always happening, you know. Colonization is a reality. But anyway, UNGA Resolution 2758. The United Nations General Assembly adopted Resolution 2758 in October 1971, which expelled the representatives of the Taiwan authorities and restored the seat and all the lawful rights of the government of the PRC in the UN, marking a historic milestone for China's diplomacy. The resolution clearly stated that the United Nations considers Taiwan as a province of China with no separate status, and the authorities in Taipei are not considered to enjoy any form of government status. At the UN, the island is referred to as Taiwan Province of China. Besides, in multiple legal papers by the UN Office of Legal Affairs, the international organization clearly stated that Taiwan has no independent status as a province of China. The Taiwan authorities do not enjoy any form of government status, and that the correct title for Taiwan should be Taiwan Province of China, Taiwan China, China's Taipei, etc. These documents affirm that there is only one China and Taiwan is part of China. Today, 183 countries have established diplomatic relations with the PRC on the basis of the One China principle. The 1992 Consensus and One China Principle, this is a subtitle. In October 1992, the mainland-based Association for Relations Across the Taiwan Straits and the Chinese and the Taiwan-based Straits Exchange Foundation held talks in Hong Kong. Following these talks and a series of subsequent correspondence and telephone exchanges that year, the two organizations agreed to state that the two sides of the Taiwan Straits both stick to One China principle. There are documents and written records documenting the process of reaching the 1992 Consensus and its content. Its essence lies in the affirmation that both sides of the Taiwan Straits belong to one China and will work together towards national reunification, which defines the nature of cross-strait relations and lays the political foundation for the development of ties across the straits. Since then, the two sides have set aside their differences and initiated exchanges and dialogues. In 2001, the Taiwan authorities permitted direct ferry travel between the Chinese mainland's Fujian province and the islands of Kinmen and Matsu, ending decades of isolation for the islands from the mainland. 7 years later, direct two-way mail transport and trade across the straits were fully established between the two sides, significantly facilitating the flow of people, goods, and capital. However, the Democratic Progressive Party authorities have refused to recognize the 1992 Consensus that embodies the One China principle since 2016, only to be denounced by the State Council Taiwan Affairs Office for disrupting the foundation of peaceful development of cross-strait relations. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has stated on many occasions that there is only one China, and although the two sides have yet to achieve reunification, China's sovereignty and territorial integrity have never been and cannot be separated. Quote, of all the major countries in the world, China is the only one that is yet to realize complete reunification. National reunification is the shared wish and aspiration for all the Chinese sons and daughters. It is also clearly stipulated in China's constitution, Wang said in a keynote speech at the Asia Society headquarters in New York in 2022. I guess this is not true. Look, China is the only one that yet is to realize complete reunification. What about Korea? Korea is the same thing. But this is just politics, you know? So I guess I'm gonna jump to the next one because this is just politics. So I jumped to Al Jazeera, I guess. Yeah. Feature Israel-Palestine conflict. Punched, shocked, kicked. German police crack down on student protests. German students labeled terrorist sympathizers for protesting against Israel's war on Gaza. Say their right to free speech is under attack. Anyway, so we have a photograph here. There is a student, a German student, and says a pro-Palestinian protest at the Department of Social Sciences at Berlin's Humboldt University is removed from the building by police. I'm pretty sure, you know, as I'm studying here in Chile in a college, you know, it's pretty complex because this guy from Humboldt University, I'm pretty sure that all his classmates, they're all of them, maybe he too, they are wokeist. And what is this? So I'm not sure about German people, but Chilean people, they exclude you, they cancel you if you, I don't know, if you like woman, for example, if you are a straight man, if you post anything about beautiful women or anything, you should be canceled, you know, just because you are a straight guy. That's the truth about wokeism. And what else? Well, it was just one example, but if you are a communist, for example, if you are a Marxist, wokeist people, so I'm not sure if this guy is supporting Israel and if he is not wokeist, you know, because wokeist people, I just think that, I just guess, college people, they are supporting Israel for pity, you know, or moralism. I'm not sure if moralism is the right. I'm going deep in this subject. Look, I will try to go deep because in my mind, I'm sometimes I'm clear. But to say anything is quite difficult. But look, why liberalism, why capitalism rules the world? Why we live in a capitalist world? And what is the relation between capitalism and Palestine and Israel? I guess in the end, well, I will start from the end, you know. The most important thing why people don't support communism is because they want the free of options, you know. They want to have options. They want to have consumerism options. They want to consume freely, you know. It's something that related to their personality, you know. Let's take, for example, my beanie. This beanie over here is a Andes beanie. Is a traditional indigenous beanie. It's pretty nice for this weather because I will say that it's cold, but it could be colder, you know. So this beanie is not so hot. It's not so warm. And well, I wear this beanie because of this, you know. And well, people will say, "Oh, he is pretending to be, I don't know, Brazilian people, Latin people, Chilean people, Latin people in general, they will say, "Oh, this guy is wearing a beanie, a colorful indigenous beanie." So he's I don't know, he smoke pot, he smoke weed. Understand? People will say, "I'm just wearing this hat, this beanie, because I smoke weed." That's what Latin people will say. But anyway, so I wear this because of supposedly is important to me, is important the free. So let's talk about real socialism. Maybe I'm not sure what happened, but people say that they want to consume products like, not like this one, maybe who knows, but the question is, under communism, under Soviet rule, there was no beanie like this. There was no South American beanie to buy, and that's what all, and in the end, the most important thing of capitalism is the freedom of consume, of buy objects. And well, and that's why people, everybody, they prefer capitalism. And in my opinion, not everybody ruling capitalism, they are Zionists, and not all Zionists are important people controlling the whole system, but I guess it's a balance, There are people who, maybe 20% of, understand? So maybe between the two pots, between the two sets, the set of people, the set of Zionist people, we take 20%, and we take 20% from people controlling the financial world system, and we have a 20% of Zionists controlling the financial global system, and that's it. That's why capitalism will always support Israel, and that's why I'm not. I don't take so serious all this campaign against Israel, because in the end of the day, everybody is paying tariffs, everybody is paying taxes, everybody is buying bread, everybody is buying anything, is paying gas, buying oil. Even me, I don't pay too much as a student, but I can't stop paying. I can't stop paying Shell. What about Shell? The Netherlands industry, the Netherlands. Well, that's what I'm always trying to explain my point of view, but that is. So capitalism will still support in Israel till the end of the last Palestinian, And well, in the history perspective, there are a lot of just last century, in 20th century, there were a lot of people sending back to other places, like, let's say, Prussian people, they were all sent back to Germany, and that's happening all the time with everybody, Everybody is sending away from some place to another, I don't think that's a drama, If you have to take a flight and abandon your beloved country, just go to hell, Just like me, Let's say, for example, my great-grandfather was Italian, we're from Sardinia. Were he correct about the Chilean future? I guess not, I guess he should go to Italy instead, Who knows what was his life, it's pretty interesting. But people should, well, if you are not rich, you should take a flight, I will take a flight to Norway, and I will meet a lot of Palestinians there, and I will ask them if Palestine, it was really nice, or if they want to go back to Palestine, why not stay in Norway forever, Who knows? But anyway, so the police says pro-Palestinian protesters at the Department of Social Sciences at Berlin Humboldt University is removed from the building by police. Activists occupied the university in protest against Israel's war on Gaza. By Ruairi Kassei. I'm not gonna read this because this is anyway. Everybody knows how it is an occupation of anyway. So, and the question is, will this help Palestine? I don't think so. Look, Humboldt University President Julia von Blumenthal makes a phone call as pro-Palestinian students stage a demonstration at the Department of Social Sciences in Berlin. She looks very concerned, she looks very sad, very stressed, I guess. But anyway, who cares? Yeah, fashion, all this fashion. The sad question about the whole fashion of this kind of fashion item. This fashion item is anyway. This I don't know. Is buy anything in the Swift model. You are financing Israel, buying this kind of Palestinian item. You are financing. You cannot breathe. Whatever you do, you're financing Israel. That's the sad truth about the capitalism. Capitalist people, they need a spiritual religion, and Zionists accept them. So that's why rich people ended up supporting Israel, because it's a capitalism religion, I guess. So I'm gonna read just the headlines, and I'm going to do my yoga. Participants in a disaster drill organized by the Taichung Self-Defense Group in Taichung, Taiwan, by Frederick Kelser. I missed the headline here, but this is the next one. I'm not gonna read neither. So things are going. A lot of things are happening in Taiwan and so on. I just missed the news again and again. Taiwan. Participants learned to take knocks during a civil defense training session organized by the Taichung Self-Defense Group in China, in Taiwan. So they are afraid of the invasion, I guess. I missed the headline. I didn't copy the headline. A lot of things are happening in Taiwan. I guess that's it. I'm going to release Tommy now. I'm going to try to read something of this news. Opinion: Israel-Palestine conflict. Watching the watchdogs. The U.S. media and international intergenerational fault lines. The media is playing a central role in the clash between progressive youth and the political establishment in the U.S. Rami G. Khoury, non-resident senior fellow at the Arab Center, Washington, published on May 25. So this is the same thing. I don't care. I don't know. Yeah, that's my opinion, My opinion is that we just cannot stop supporting Israel. Nobody can do it. There are a lot of Zionist people in power, controlling the whole capitalist system, the whole SWIFT system. They're always making money, They are the specialists doing this. So I'm going to release Tommy now, because Tommy is innocent. Tommy, you are innocent in the Palestine conflict. Just the Palestine conflict. You should stop fighting big male dogs, Tommy. Tom is happy now. So that's it. I miss 2 days ago news. I guess I'm missing a lot of news by speaking a lot of bullshit. But yeah, so imagine I'm saying this in this channel. I'm supporting Palestine. Every Palestinian will have their own state. What is going to happen? Nothing. Nothing. I have zero audience, you know. And imagine I'm really supporting Palestine. What that's gonna be? I will be like a moralistic guy, a moralistic idealistic guy. And what is all that? Idealism, moralism. It's just Platonism, understand? It's just Platonism. That will be the headline. Pro-Palestinian is Platonism, because it's not a reality, you know. Palestinian people, they don't have a option, how to say, an alternative for the world, for themselves, you know, a financial monetary system for themselves, for the world. And nobody had. Chinese don't have. So that's my opinion. I guess China, Russia, Iran, they don't have an alternative to capitalism. They are just unequal countries, just like every other country.